What's up, everybody? This is another episode of Karen's Kids Podcast, episode number 31.
That's right.
We got a full house.
Full house in here, man.
Mm-hmm. We got our boy Ernest with us.
What's up,
Ernie?
Good to be back. Good to be back.
Welcome back.
Remember when you got that? Remember when you had Sean Paul give you that little shout out?
Cameo.
Dude, that awesome. Oh, right when Cameo first came out. How much was that?
Dude, okay, so it was like
Sean Paul,
Sean Paul.
He's my boy. He's my boy.
Sean Paul.
Yeah, Sean Paul.
The white Jamaican rapper.
Yeah.
Yes.
So COVID was full swing, right? And so the restaurant, it was hard because all we were doing was carry out, and everyone was trying to get people to come out because during COVID, it sucked. People weren't coming out to the restaurant and stuff. And then Cameo comes out. Happened to see the app, and happened to see actually a friend of mine. His name is Marcos Carvajal. Shout out to Marcos. He
Marcos.
Has a Carnitas Uruapan restaurant. He has two of them actually. He's like one in Pilsen.
Okay.
And one in Chicago. I don't know the exact address.
Pilsen is in Chicago.
Yeah, Pilsen. Oh, sorry, Pilsen, and then my bad. I don't know the other address, but he has
two
restaurants. Two restaurants. Point is, Cameo came out, and I saw that he had George Lopez do basically like a little snippet, of him letting people know to come to Carnitas Uruapan. Okay. And I thought that was awesome. I'm like, dude, did this guy know George Lopez? I'm like, how? I didn't know about Cameo. And so I found out about it, and I was like, dude. And then I happened to see that Sean Paul was on there. And dude, I'm a fan of Sean Paul. So I had Sean Paul, and he did a video saying, come to El Mesón, eat the tacos.
No, man, that's what you killed it. That was the whole point. I was like, that's the whole thing that stuck out the most in my mind.
That was awesome.
He goes, a big shout out to Ernesto Torres and
boy.
El Mesón slanging those tacos and burritos. Dude, I was dying,
it was awesome.
Bro. That shit was so funny.
Did you save it anywhere?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah, I got it. It was like $150.
El Mesón.
It was like $150. It was like $150.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, hell yeah. It was awesome.
Slaying those tacos and burritos.
Some people legit, some people didn't know what it was, so they legit messaged me like, how'd you get Sean Paul? Yeah. Like, dude, I went to high school. We went to high school together, St. Joe's. Like,
how old is it? That age is probably way off.
Yeah, for sure.
He's probably way older than us. Yeah. Actually, I think he still does. I think he still has a music career. He has two songs on my playlist. It's Like Glue. Okay. Dude, Like Glue is a banger.
Okay. So
and
most of these videos are 13 years old.
Oh hell yeah. He's
when it comes to like this Jamaican, is it dance hall?
You know what he's probably like?
Is that what that music's called? I think but he's like the king of dance hall.
Sean Paul is to Jamaica. That's where he's from, right?
Yeah.
He's to what Jamaica is like what Twista is to Chicago.
Yeah.
Like a local legend, could always do shows, make a little money, has a career doing it, but not just like in the spotlight like that.
Oh, gotcha.
Hey, you remember went to the Twista concert?
Yeah, that was sick at the Wire.
Yeah, at the Wire in Berwyn. Small place, small venue, so it was awesome. There's probably like 100 people there,
maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit more. Yeah,
maybe 150.
Yeah,
so we were close.
Early
we were close. Small.
No.
This is 4 years ago.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, this was local. Like it was funny because my girl and I were on vacation, and we had just got back the day before, and I happened to see that there was a Twista concert in Berwyn at the Wire. Actually, the Wire don't exist no more. It shut down. It's a new place now.
Is it the Beyond place, right? Didn't the Beyond Meats fucking buy a building right next to like Portillo's over there? Or not Portillo's, I mean Bona Beef.
It could be.
I think it is. I think it's like the Beyond Meat. You know, that fugazi ass oil processed.
They took a venue and they turned it into a fake.
I think it was just for the space. Yeah.
I mean, it was a pretty decent space, but
I could be wrong, but
it's not one of those situations where they renamed the venue and it's the Beyond Beef Arena or something.
I don't know.
No. Oh, okay.
But that concert was awesome, and he sang all
the
bangers.
He did do. He put on a real a full playlist of shit.
Dude,
hey, what do you think he made for the show like that?
So 400 people.
10 grand?
How much were the tickets?
15?
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know, 20 bucks.
I mean,
they were like $30. They were under.
Yeah, it was like $30.
How much did the venue
Actually, when this guy asked me, I was like, man, it's probably gonna be a little hood up in there, right, Twista? But it wasn't.
It was good. Oh, it was awesome. Yeah, we all had a great time. Everybody was chill. Everybody was having a good time. Everybody knew the words.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh yeah, there was drinks involved for sure.
Yeah, you forget that he had a run, man. He had a run with the slow jams, with the what's gonna be. Oh.
Hey, timestamp
this.
Damn,
boy.
And he sang it just like that. That was awesome.
I think your girl felt the type of way right now.
Yeah, she's like, get this guy a contract.
She's convulsing right now.
Yeah, she's like, get this guy a contract. Yeah. That's funny. Twist them.
Anyways.
All right, you guys wanted to talk about this goddamn China balloon. We're the first one breaking it. You're hearing it first on Kara's Kids podcast. There's a goddamn China spy balloon in our goddamn America Airs.
Who said it was a China spy balloon?
That is true. Propaganda.
But it was on the news.
Propaganda.
And I did see
it's China weather. It's a weather balloon, but they're spying. Why haven't we shot it down? God knows what. Look how big and round it is. It seems like an easy target.
Yeah.
And you know? Not nothing.
What do we know about it?
Down.
Is it? Oh, dude, this is what it is. They're setting it up so we can go to war with China. And this is how the fucking industrial complex does it. They start saying... They say this is China. We have no evidence it's China. It probably is, but, let me just play the other side. And they slowly do things like this, little by little, and it gets us like, yeah, why is China spying on us? They're spying over our shit. And get the people riled up, and new war starts.
I mean, just like that, just because they're spying?
Well, it'll start to be spying, and then it'll be like, oh, they're hacking our mainframes.
Listen,
that's a sign of whatever they call it.
If this is China's sophisticated way of spying on us,
I know,
right? Like,
but it would make sense because they're so broke over there. Like everyone's so poor. It's like that'd be kind of funny if that is their military. That's their high tech shit.
I mean,
they lie about everything.
But like you said, like you don't think we're spying over there,
bro?
We have to be spying.
If we are spying, it's 100%. Not using a fucking 100%. Balloon from. What is it? Party City?
No, dude.
We are not doing that.
The Party City. I just bought some balloons at Party City.
Okay, let's try and guess. Let's try and guess how they're listening in. Okay. What kind of technology do you think you use? First off, I bet you they have a technology that would blow our goddamn mind that we'd have no clue about.
Like what? TikTok. That's exactly what it is.
What if everything you order from Amazon that's made in China has some type of wires that vibrate a certain kind of way, and it downloads shit into the phone. I would not doubt it. It sends it into the
to the balloon.
To the
Party City balloon.
And then all the intel they get is holy shit.
I'm
it's
not buying anything on Amazon.
Montana. That's all they get.
Nah, they're getting data on us on that whole TikTok shit.
If they invade and they go into Montana, they're getting fucked up.
Yeah,
those cowboys don't mess around.
No, but I bet you they have shit where they could be just kind of in the vicinity, just in like a general within a mile type thing. And they probably have something that's so sensitive it could pick up all the waves and they could somehow isolate that conversation. I bet you it's something like that. I bet you they have crazy shit.
What do you think they would be listening in on? Well,
who would be listening in on us or how we listen on them? We listen to make sure they're not fucking plotting shit against us.
Well,
right?
Well, even if they are,
or as long as they're whatever new is like, they can't be. We mostly, I probably would also do it to make sure that they don't have a new technology that we're not trying to be the first on.
I'm sure they do.
I don't.
They have to.
I mean, yeah,
so
I'm
it's
sure.
Like our technology, whatever we think we have, it's probably 10 times ahead of us.
Oh, for sure.
What do you think of the? You know, somebody says like if you can't control something, then you ignore it. You ever heard that?
Ignorance is bliss?
No. Like, so if you can't control something, you won't acknowledge it. And then not until you can control it and you're able to put your finger on exactly what it is, then you start to talk about it. What do you think about that? So, for instance, our government, right? Mm-hmm. Our government for a long time was denying the fact that we had, what do they call them? Whatever the UFOs are, UAPs. Mm-hmm. They denied them for so long. And now they're like, yeah, they're around.
Maybe I'm sketched about that.
Maybe
I'm very sketched about that.
They got to the ability to where now they can control them, or they have the technology, and they're like, oh, let's acknowledge it now.
But then imagine if they did say, they just came out and said, which technically they have. They said that there's unidentified objects out there. They didn't call them aliens, but not our. And they brought it. I saw it on Joe Rogan. that they're just blatantly saying it now. But now I feel it's different than back then. Imagine if back then they came out and said there legit is some aliens. Like, people would go crazy. I think
I don't think so. I don't think
back then, not now, but back
right.
then. I don't know. Because the technology, we look up everything on the phone. We're on our phone. We're more used to the technology. I feel like we're more open minded.
Yeah.
Back then, let's just say 40 years ago, 50 years ago, like that's wild.
I think I think we have I think we have technology that they want to start showing, but I don't know, or they're. I think it's our technology. I think the UFOs we're seeing, most of it actually makes the most sense. What makes more sense? That something came from light years, galaxies, planets away, or we built it here. You know what I'm saying? Like, that makes the most sense. No. I'm not saying we've never had a spacecraft to come here. We might have reverse engineered some shit. What I'm saying is the majority of them, I think, is our own military shit. They're just testing it. It could be, I mean, it depends how tinfoil hat you want to get. But there's a big play. There could be a big play where they fake an alien attack, because that's how it actually gets the whole, the New World Order, the one world government. That's how they enforce that the easiest. It's like.
So let me ask you, like, what do you think? Like, do you think there's something else out there?
10,000%. But the real, it's mathematical impossibility for there not to be other life out in the galaxy. You know, there's like 1 trillion galaxies, and there's like 1 trillion stars.
There's got to be something else out there, right?
It's a mathematical impossibility.
You just got really lucky to be in this world out of all those trillion, and we're the only ones alive.
I would say the bigger question is are they here, and have they been here? That's the question. It's not that if they exist, because they have to. They say there's theories that there's an infinite amount of you. There's an infinite of us having this conversation right now. An infinite amount of planets.
The multiverse?
No.
I think that is the multi-universe.
I thought it's just no. There's that many planets. That's how we can't even fathom it. There's that many planets that there's us on other planets. That's how many variations.
Before my time is done, I'd like to know, or at least, I mean, why not?
But then again, we're being told this. I don't know.
That's true. How are you gonna really know?
The Earth is flat, in my opinion. Psych.
Okay, Kyrie.
Psych.
Okay, Kyrie Irving.
No, but there are people. It is funny that there's a whole genre of people. There's people who believe that the Earth is flat, which is funny. Okay, actually, I've discovered a way to prove that or disprove that it's flat, and anyone could do it at any time.
Say that one more time and say it slowly, please.
I've witnessed.
No, you said discovered. Witnessed. Okay.
Flat like a pancake.
I discovered a good argument. Okay. How about that? But I've witnessed why the Earth is round, and you have to catch it at a specific time of day when the sun is at a certain spot. When it's just setting, some places there's dark in the sky, and some places still have orange in the sky. That lets you know that the Earth is spherical, because the one side it's actually dark, this side's dark, and this side still has the ember orange light. I literally was getting on 290, and you could see it clear as day. Like, one side still had light, one was dark, and that proves that it's not flat, because all the sky would look the same.
That's your argument?
100%.
Okay.
What else do I need?
I don't know.
You say it like that.
You won.
Yeah, you say it like that. That's the most legit. Okay, so if the Earth was flat, then it means the whole sky would be orange. It's flat. No. It's spherical, because the sun's setting here, so this side still gets light. If the sun's setting here, that means this quarter, if you could break a circle into a quarter, and the top 2 quarters, this side's getting the sun. Now the bottom part of the Earth is getting the sun, and this type of the sun is only... This side got dark. That's why half the sky was dark and half the sky was light.
All right, so
fuck you, Bill Nye.
I bet you can say that over again one more time.
All right.
I mean,
do you follow my logic?
Everybody's entitled to
follow me. Dino loves that life. No, I was playing.
I do believe the planet is round. I do not believe it's flat. But yeah, I don't know about that argument, but it is what it is.
How do you not follow the logic of what I just said?
I just can't.
Or you weren't listening.
No, I was listening, but somehow
I
my
lost
body
you after
shut
the first
down.
quarter.
You know how when you don't touch the computer and it goes black? I did that immediately.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like I'm sorry, Dino.
No, I know. You were just thinking about fucking Jordan Peterson and his fucking cock in your mouth. You're like, oh, he's our savior. Like, ah, blah, blah, blah.
You think that's what it was?
Yeah, it was. You're like, I'll show you the second coming. That's a Bible joke. That's a Bible joke. That was a good one.
That's a good one. That was a really good one. All right. Very good. So this Chinese balloon,
dude,
their state of the art technology.
No, they're saying they couldn't.
I could see it. I could literally see it. Look, it's a giant balloon with a cell phone underneath it.
Now, what they're worried about is if they take it down, does it have like some kind of shit, like maybe it has like anthrax or something in it. And they're hoping you take it down because it starts. Maybe it's fucking Corona 2.0. What, you didn't even think about that.
Did you ever see the
fact that I could think of that, there's way smarter people than me. The fact that I could come up with that plan means that I'm dumb. You know what I'm saying? So like they do this shit.
It's like the movie The Rock. You remember the movie The Rock with those green? You ever seen the movie The Rock?
No, I have no idea.
The Rock is The Rock in it?
No. The Rock.
Do you smell?
It's with Nicolas Cage.
Oh God!
Right?
God,
no, that was a good movie.
Big shout, Nicolas Cage, dude.
That was
him and Samuel L. Jackson are in the runnings for the most
movie.
amount of movies,
dude.
Sorry, I didn't mean.
No, for real. But it was a good movie. But it was about that. It was about these like little green balls, right? And if one were smashed, it would cause this crazy like type of sickness for millions and millions of people, like, and that's what you're kind of talking about. Mm-hmm. If that were to blow up, let's say it had something in it, like you said, anthrax, the Rona, whatever the case is. I'm like, hey, dude, that is a possibility. That's
definitely is,
and we're the ones that did it, you know.
Yeah,
yeah. I don't know.
Do you think that all of our beefs are fabricated? Do you think there's any possibility of that? That literally all, I think. The way our military complex, in my mind, the way our military complex is, I bet you they have a foot over the whole world. Like there's no other military that can even compare to them. They've had. Okay, think about this. The American economy has been the best economy for decades, right? But that's why we're number one. That's why our military has unlimited spending. We don't even know how much money they get, right? That goes towards this new technology. Imagine what could you do with unlimited money? Do they have shit that's magic? I guarantee they have technology that's like fucking magic. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I think that like all of our fake beef, I don't know, man. I'm starting to think that it's all fabricated. It's all, I think, because most of us, I mean, we all get along, right? No matter where you go, people get along, but it's almost like you're fed the fear. It's always through the news. If hypothetically, if TVs were not a thing, we wouldn't have this mass fear shit. Nobody's invading us. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't see it. You know, I'm not saying there's not like China and Russia not trying to take us out because they're trying to fuck us up, no doubt. Because we're number one. Every time we're number one, it's
why are they trying to take us out?
I don't know.
Or are they
or
are they fabricating something to get us to get the eye off of something else that they're doing?
Yeah, but how do you know they're trying to take over?
No, I'm asking you. How do you know they're trying to
I don't know, actually. Now that I think about it, I was told. And there's been enough things and whatever, enough books I'll listen to, whatever. This,
they
that,
want
and the other.
You to just be against them.
But my point is I don't literally know. I have to take some people's word for it that I trust. I mean, that's the only way I know.
I can tell you what I know so far.
Tell me, baby.
So, from what I understand, that before
drop some knowledge, Jose. Drop some knowledge.
Before the last World War, England used to control the trade routes, right? They had all these trade routes. Now America controls it. They have the biggest military force, right? They control these trade routes, and because they control where all the trade comes through, they can also control who gets stuff and who doesn't get stuff and how much to charge for certain things. So these sanctions, these countries that are, I guess they misbehave or the government doesn't like them, right? They place these sanctions on them, and these countries, they want to be a part of that. They want to be able to freely just distribute their products to everywhere. And because they can't do that because they don't control the trade routes, they want to create their own. So they want to become the bigger power to be able to control these routes so that they don't get sanctioned, and they want to be able to do whatever they want to do. And because America controls them right now, and now China, Brazil, Russia, and India have gotten together, and they are establishing a new money that's backed by gold, and America's money is backed by
fucking nothing.
No, it's backed by muscle, military force.
Well, you're right.
You don't want to take my dollar?
No, I agree.
Shoot a fucking hole in your whole family's generation.
You know what's funny? It's like
That's crazy.
We have a lot of debt, right? We have a lot of debt to China. We owe a lot of debt. We owe a debt to a lot of people.
Yeah.
But it seems to be like our debt is good. It's like everybody still wants to fuck with a dollar, even though it's really legitimately backed by nothing. They print it. I honestly think there's a room somewhere that's just 24/7 printing cash with no accountability.
It might be that they're burning cash right now, though. They might be incinerating cash. They got to somehow help the market reestablish, right? Because right now we're in inflation, right? So they're taking back all this money, burning it to make the money worth more.
I don't know, man. I think shit's gonna go. I think there's gonna be a lot of property. I think there's a lot of shit gonna be going on sale in the next.
Oh, I'm ready.
I've already
saw it.
Save your money.
I'm looking
dude,
for a
right now
truck.
is a great time to have some cash, dude.
I'm looking for a pickup truck, and I've already seen.
Fuck pickup. Why would you buy a pickup truck?
Hey, because I need somewhere to throw bodies.
Nah, is that pickup truck gonna make you money?
Yes.
No, it's not.
What do you mean it's not gonna make me? How is it not gonna make me money?
How is it?
I can carry shit in there.
What are you gonna carry?
Dead people.
This fucking guy. Nah, you got some money saved up, Jose. I know you do. You need to buy a fucking 2 flat or 3 flat.
Oh,
real estate,
coming, baby.
Dude, you need to start. Baby. Quit fucking around. Quit pissing your money away.
No, wait, what do you mean? I need it.
I'm playing. I'm the one who pisses my money away. Dude, all those dinners, all those fucking. Listen, Chicago dinners ain't no joke.
But I mean, I
no joke.
I love going. I like eating out. I love and enjoying.
All right, let's talk about some good dishes we have. What's the last time you had a really good meal? Ooh, what's the last good thing you had?
Fuck, it's been at least 2 months for me.
I made some steaks actually the other day. I kind of snapped on them.
Yeah,
dude, your boy can cook.
I'm sure
your boy can cook. I've made you tacos.
Yeah, you did.
True or false? They were fire.
I would say the
okay. I have an idea.
Rolls Royce of tacos, tacos ever.
We're gonna think tank this right now because I've already thought about this. I already sent it to my girl, and I already know it's a good idea.
I have a critique though on your tacos.
Ooh, I want to hear it. I want to hear it.
Okay, so
don't make me fuck you up. Hold on.
I want to hear it.
All right, here it comes.
All right, okay. Tell me your critique, and I'll tell my idea.
All right, hold on. Dino took all of the most expensive material that is out there. He took freaking filet mignon meat. He took the best fucking tacos.
He's making my point so good. Keep going.
He took all the best ingredients, and then he gave me a masterpiece. And I was like, of course it's going to be good. Here's the true test. Are you a cook if I could give you a piece of shit meat? Then you turn it into a masterpiece.
It's like you give up
hold on.
True.
Like,
hold
this
on.
is what you have to create me something, right?
You're right.
All right, thank you.
Well, here's the shovel full of shit.
Jose,
you're on the Iron Chef.
You set my idea up to perfection.
Oh, what do it?
You set it up perfection. Okay, so I'm thinking about opening up a pop-up restaurant.
Okay.
Right? I'm going to do a whole social media campaign.
Okay.
About these tacos aren't for you. These are the most expensive tacos you're going to get.
Okay.
They're elite. There's for elite status. It's not for you. I'm going to say that in the ad. It's not
you're
for
not
you.
Gonna be coming.
Okay. Right? So it gets people like, what? These are the most expensive steak tacos you're going to get. And I'm going to snap on. I'm going to do homemade tortillas, New York strip. They're going to be 12.
Who's going to make these fucking tortillas?
I'm going to make them. They're going to be like, they're going to be $12 to $15 tacos.
He's going to be a one-man
show. The whole point is that it's supposed to be expensive. It's supposed to seem like now I have to go. Like, that's the whole point. It's like the rich people are gonna go because they don't give a fuck about spending $150 on tacos. Let's just say.
Okay.
Let's just say. But and then the middle class people are like, well, I want to be like the rich people. Like, I gotta try what's a $15 taco? These are $4. What's a $15 taco? It's a New York strip taco on a homemade tortilla, some fire sauce. It's simple, but I think it could work. And honestly, it could probably cost me thousands of dollars to see if that worked. Like a 3. To rent this space, how much is a 1 month? Maybe I could find a place that's hurting that I could do a 3 month pop up place, right? You buy a place for 3 months, you work out some deal with the owner, but then again you have to set. It depends. It has to be already kind of set up.
That's a little easier said than done.
I know you're right.
A little easier said than done. I get what you're saying though.
Right.
Now, I do like it, but you know what? Not for
me. But you have to hit it with the social media. Like, these aren't for you. It's like an elite, exclusive. Just hit them with all those words.
I get what you're saying, and I've done the pop-ups. I've gone to places, done the pop-ups. Now, not in the same scenario. Hey, I'm selling you a $3 taco or $4 taco instead of a $15 taco. And I get what you're saying. I mean, I guess that could work though. Like, it's almost. But that's like, but looking like let's, for instance, I'm sorry to cut off. No. Looking like Mr. Beast. Looking like Mr. Beast, right? Mm-hmm. He's selling.
You're not talking about me.
No.
That used to be his nickname for me.
Capital B. You know, you were like the small B. Mr. Bear. So like little cute bear. Yeah. So Mr. Beast selling a fucking burger and started opening up. Man, this guy's just messing up everything. No, but to my point is you know, he's selling this burger and they're selling that's the idea now. He's not selling it for $15 fucking dollars, but you are paying fucking $13, $10 for something, and they're making money. But that's kind of what it is, you know. So
you had the same idea?
No, he did it.
What do you mean?
Him, when they first started with the food truck, they did it at Blue Nose. And it was a success. Like an expensive kind of that's what you're trying to say. Like, this isn't a taquis. Like, this is an expensive. Yeah. Like, you want to lean into the fucking, because then the people with the extra money be like, well, I gotta try it. Yeah. Everyone has that. If you're a foodie like me, you have to just try it. Like, well, what the fuck? But the thing is like, it's still gonna be good. Like, we're gonna give them a good product. You're gonna give them a fucking New York strip taco. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And then my girl taught me about these spices. Like, she goes to fucking boutique spice shops and shit. You ain't getting garlic chipotle and fucking peri peri and fucking, you're not getting that shit. Or what else we used? I used an adobo marinade. It's like a deep red fucking powder. Fire. Anyways, that shit, you're not gonna get that anywhere. It's like, I will. And then the homemade tortilla is the fucking. That's what makes it the best.
I mean, people are gonna. People are gonna go to a place and spend the money.
Yes.
Because they're gonna expect. But this is what they're expecting. They're expecting to go to a place that's gonna give you three things: the experience, the quality of the food, and the service. Right?
Yes.
So
service.
So because that's everything. So if, for instance, you say we're gonna just go somewhere, open up a to go, or even it's a dine in. Okay, so you got to give them the experience. So if you can do that and give them the experience, give them the service, then you can sell that fucking taco at $30, bro, and they're gonna come.
Yeah, dude.
That's 100%. Because I'm not saying I'm rich, right? But I would rather go to a place that I know that I'm gonna get the service, the quality,
right, and
the experience every single time. If I go in the morning, in the middle of the day, and at night. Hey, you know what? I'd rather go there than spend $10 3 days out of the week at the place where I might not get that experience. I might get it one day, and oh man, today was good. But then the next day, fuck, it sucked. What the fuck do I go? Do I go to return it? And I'm that type of guy. I'm embarrassed. I don't like going back to a place and saying, hey, I didn't like it, give my money back. Or I'll just, hey, maybe I won't go there the next time I think about it. I'm hungry. Maybe I'll make that extra 15-minute drive to go somewhere else where I might get that experience, right? Mm-hmm. So that idea that you have is on point for sure. But the logic there is if you can give that experience, you can give that quality and the service, dude, you keep doing that and you can somewhat try to perfect it because you won't perfect it, but you'll be close to it. You'll fucking make money. And that's the idea.
And you know what place comes to mind? It nails all those. For me, in my opinion, every time I love giving this business my money is Chama Gaucho.
Yeah.
Chama Gaucho, it's like a Fogo de Chao. It's I don't know how many stores they have, but the one they have over here, what is it, Lombard?
Yeah.
Bro, that place is worth every dollar. They bring you every cut of meat. All those motherfuckers work hard as hell. And you know what's interesting is that these motherfuckers remember you, and they know you don't even have to tell them what kind of, because you can get meats at different temperatures, right? If you want it more rare, you want it more medium, want it more well done. And they speak amongst themselves, and then they remember the tables, and they know that this person wants it more well done, and all the well done pieces, they bring it to you. It's like, dude, this place, I fucking tipped them so hard because they were, there you go, you got it right there.
Look what they did, though.
It's so great.
I check this out. You go to restaurants, what? You get a menu, right? You get a menu.
It's not buffet style.
No. I check this out, and that's why I'm getting to that. You go to a restaurant, you get this menu, you see 20 things, 30 things, and you're trying to figure out what the hell you're going to get, right? And maybe you'll pick the right thing, their best thing. Maybe you'll pick their middle thing. Maybe you'll pick the thing that they just added to the menu, try to expand it. But look what fucking Fogo de Chama, right? You said Chama Fogo.
Chama Gaucho.
Chama Fogo de Chao, kind of same concept.
It's similar. It's really similar.
But both of them did it right. Mm-hmm. I don't remember the last time I went to Chama, and I go there not every fucking weekend, but I've gone there plenty of my time. When have I ever looked at the menu? No, going in there automatically, you're gonna get your plate. You're gonna get up to the salad bar. Maybe not. I'm not.
Never been to the salad bar.
I don't go to the salad bar because I'm trying to get my money's worth. Yeah, they lose money with me because I'm a carnivore. 100%. But my girl does, and you go with her family, and my mom does, my dad does. But check that out. How automatic. And how are you supposed to get a bad experience? They have a less of a chance for you to have a bad experience there because you're going to go straight to that salad bar. You're going to come back. You're going to flip over that to the green light. And, hey, camanin.
No. What about the bread, though? Yeah, those cheesy breads, they fucking kill. But they know you're going to fill up on that. 100%. I'm experienced. I don't eat that.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, the reason you get a great ambiance is great, right? Obviously, it's a chain restaurant. It's a big restaurant. You're going to get a good experience regardless. But the quality, obviously they're putting in, but the service, you're giving your own service. You're creating your own experience. If you want meat to come at you at all times, you put it on green.
Right.
If you want it to stop and don't fucking bother me, I'm full as hell. You put it on red, and so they created a concept that you're creating on your own. So it's such a less of a chance for you to have a bad experience. It's crazy. And on top of that, it's like $60-$70 a person off the bat. That's awesome. I would love to do that.
The real secret sauce is I think they pull tips, so it behooves all the employees to fucking kill it because they're all sharing it, And yeah, dude, they bring that shit right off the fucking grill on a fucking spit. That there's no. I'm a carnivore.
Here's an idea.
They slice the fucking. So good.
Same concept. Here's an idea, and I copyrighted it already. I'm gonna fucking create a place that's gonna have a green light, red light system, and I'm gonna have waiters coming around with fucking tacos al pastor, de tripa, de lengua, like this. And on a hot plate, and they're gonna hey, can I get one of the pastor? Give me 2 pastor. It's the same concept. You're getting different kinds of meats. Why wouldn't you get different kinds of fucking tacos?
I love it.
The mini ones. You can have multiple. Hey,
there's no better way.
Don't you fucking take that idea.
There's no better way of putting meat in your mouth via taco.
100%.
There's no better.
Yeah, that's the best way.
Okay, why don't we
write that down, honey?
Hold on.
Write that down.
Don't steal my idea. But think Benihana, but Mexican food. Why is it not a thing? We talked about that. I knew you were gonna say it was my original motherfucking idea.
Fuck you.
Quit playing.
I've been saying that, dude, brother. I've been doing taquizas for the past. Fucking 12 years. I am a taquiza master. Like if you go to Benihana's and they're doing the things that you go to taquiza, that's me. That's me.
Just spit tacos.
Yeah. They do the choo-choo train line. We do the cocaine line. Like, no.
That's all you need is it's like a little gimmick. You fucking take a steak and you fucking throw it in your pocket.
Oh, dude,
it's the same. Think identical, but Mexican food.
Taquizas el mesón.
Tell me.
Call your boy El Camanin.
Hey, we'll take some advancements. All the Asian players over here in China watching this from TikTok.
Hey.
Thank you. Just playing.
Hey, I'll take a job at Benihana's any day.
Listen, though. Hey, how much money would that cost, though? I think you need like $5 million to have that idea come true.
What?
that our idea? Because I talked to you about this years ago. Remember that?
Hell, 5 million. No.
Hell no. You could probably do it.
I think.
No, we talked about this years ago.
You would probably need $1 million, and that's buying the location. Obviously, depending on the size of the location, right? But buying the location. Let's just say you get a location for $400,000.
Oh yeah, you're right. 5 is a lot.
Yeah,
maybe 1 to 2.
400,000.
1 to 2.
You got to put in all the girls, all the everything. Maybe 1.3. 1.3, and we create a Mexican Benihanas. Dude, people, bro. There's Mexicans everywhere, bro. There's Mexicans everywhere. I'm one of them.
Okay, is there a way we can make it like a chain? Like we can make it real chainy.
This is what happens.
Now that's big. Now we're thinking big.
Look at PF Chains. Look at fucking Benihanas, dude. You created an idea. Some multi-billionaires are gonna come our way and be like, "Hey, we're gonna create 15 of them." Check this out. I met the guy from Naf Naf Grill. Oh. And he has multiple restaurants. He also has Invicto in I think it's Naperville. So I went to a Bulls game, right? And our bank hooked us up with some tickets. It was VIP, fucking Bulls game. It was awesome. And honestly, that was the first time I didn't watch the fucking game at all. I met this guy, right? And he was so awesome. And we stayed talking the whole time. I just wanted to learn knowledge from this guy.
Yeah.
This guy's a guy that has like fucking 30 restaurants. You know? And started Naf Naf Grill, from my understanding, and don't quote me on everything, but this guy loved a halal place, right? He passed by. He used to get food there. Passed by, talked to the owner. This guy has some money, right? And he took them to the next level,
right?
You know, and they created this Naf Naf Grill, and dude, he's fucking killing it. And I actually pitched him my idea on Ofrenda Cantina. That's already copyrighted. Don't take it. And he, you know, it was an idea, and just learning some knowledge from that guy was fucking awesome, man.
Speaking of Ofrenda, what do you intend doing on that? Like, what's your game plan for it?
So, I mean, Ofrenda started as a food truck, right? And it started as a fucking idea, you know? And
started off as a dream.
Yeah. It was all a dream. So, in 2016, it was crazy. My brother and I purchased, we wanted to always have a food truck. We had this idea. My brother, he's a chef. He worked at the fucking Michelin star restaurants. Nice. And
big shouts, Fernando.
Yeah,
big shouts,
man. That guy, honestly, dude, my respects to the whole that guy can cook, man. He's a grind. He's a fucking grinder, right? But me and him always had this great relationship, and we always talked about it. At the time, I was working in the city. He was working at Boca, and you know, I hardly saw him and whatever. And we would always say, whenever I saw him, hey, we're gonna create this idea. Let's just do it. And then it came to the point where we found the truck. Hey, let's try to get this food truck, and let's just go balls fucking deep and go and just leave everything, leave our jobs, and go into a food truck. My parents have the restaurant, so we could always kind of fall back there and kind of intertwine and create like a sister company. So we called it Ofrenda Food Truck, and we started in 2016. We fucking, you know, we started doing like a breweries. Shout out Nate at Blue Nose Brewery. That was awesome.
Nate doesn't watch this, but big shout out.
Nate watches this, and
hey, we're gonna
that's
tag
my boy.
This motherfucker.
We're gonna tag him. And honestly, we did a bunch of breweries, man. And now, kind of fast forwarding to 2023, where we're close to opening up Ofrenda Cantina. It'll be a brick and mortar cantina / showing Fernando's concept of his food and what we want to do now in an establishment is such a great like feeling. You know, it's been a long time coming, man. Like we grinded on that. Imagine
is it locked down yet? 100%.
100%.
10,000%.
10,000%. We basically created our idea and put a fucking kitchen in a van, and decided that we were gonna make it badass. That people would want us to come to their homes, to their business, and go sell fucking tacos from a fucking van, dude.
Hell yeah.
And it was awesome, you know. And at the time, like, you know, I didn't have fucking thousands of dollars saved up, and it cost us both of our left nuts, you know, to try to even get this fucking van and fix it up as a food truck.
His
it was
new
awesome.
Nickname is One Nut Wonder.
Yeah, dude, boy. I had to do what I had to do, you know, and dude, me and Nando grinded so many fucking hours.
So many herbs.
Yeah. Like, so it now to be at this point where we're able to now open up a brick and mortar is like kind of a dream come true. But man, we're excited, and there's more things to come. But I can only say that once we're almost there, you know?
Fresh that I'm going to be the third partner. Dude, I accept
Carrying
it.
Kids podcast on all the shirts. Oh yeah, they're gonna sponsor for sure.
Camera, and he's like, he offered me, and I was like, hell yeah, I'm in.
I had hey, you're gonna sponsor all the planchas and all the fridges and
menu.
We'll put your sticker, the Carrying Kids podcast, on everything.
Okay, at the very least, I get to be a bartender.
100%,
at the fucking
100%.
very least, if I can't be owner, I was joking. I'm not gonna be a third part owner. Yeah, that's Dreamland, but. I'll be a part of the cocktail menu, 100%.
Yeah, well, for sure. But yeah, that's a crazy long journey.
I can't wait.
What are you playing? What's playing on the back here?
It says Ofrenda food truck. Is that you guys?
Shit, is that you guys?
Yeah, that's us. That's us.
They see me rolling. You got spinners on those?
Hell yeah. Dude, hydraulics.
Hydraulics. You get the fucking smoke coming out. It drops low.
Bro, my whole family does tacos, man.
Nah, but your brother does snap, dude. I loved going to your little festivals and all the little things you did, and I get to eat, and you'd be working them too. Hell yeah. Your brother, I'd always say, listen, I'm not saying this because you're my boy. Your brother snaps with his fucking El Pastor's on point. The fucking the blue agave fucking gorditas fucking were on, or the tortillas were on point. Yeah. You guys did have the gorditas as well, but yeah, your brother always snapped. He always snapped. And you know what? You guys were always a good team because your brother's very more reserved. He's not. He can talk, whatever, but you're the face. You take the orders, you take the money. It's like it's a good combo because he's more of like you're the people person. He's more of the like let me just get to work.
And that's what worked out for us. It was like, I knew that I could depend on him to create this food, right? Because I'm gonna be honest, when we created Ofrenda, like the food truck, we didn't fucking know what a menu we were gonna have. We just knew that motherfucker can cook, right? And I could talk. So I had to add in my value to the business, you know? Like, sure. All right, cool. I could take an order. I can convince that person, hey, what am I going to have? I know the menu like the back of my hand. I'm going to convince you, let you know that my taco's good. It's it's affordable, and you're going to want to, at the very least, try it. And if you like it, you're going to come back. So I'm at that window, hey, and we just started cold calling fucking breweries and places and throwing our shit out there on the internet, and so we created a business out of it, and it was fucking nuts. Like we didn't even have the financial backing, to be honest, to do it, but we did it because we just believed in it. We bet on ourselves, and there was no option to fail, and there was no option.
Then Corona took your jab.
In a sense,
they took your jab,
and then Corona just fucking took my right nut after I gave my left nut. Oh my god! Hey man, but we survived. I'm a survivor.
That's right.
Like, hey, it was. That shit was hard, man. It was hard. It was scary, but fuck it. We did it. Like
we're 2023 now. So what do you think this year? It's gonna be a great year.
100%. Yeah. I mean,
do you think that
even as of last year, we're already doing good. But like, because people started like, all right, kind of get shy away from the scariness of it. And so. Yeah, I mean, as of like even last year, like we're good. Like, we're fucking full steam ahead. Awesome. We have a whole new project coming up, and we're excited, man.
I love it.
Do you think that we ever come? All right, because I brought up Corona, fucked you up. Do you think that we ever come to the bottom of like what the real deal is?
Nah, dude. There was so much damage done that they don't want it. It will cause havoc.
I think we will, but it's gonna be 3, 4, maybe even 5 generations later.
Okay, let me give my guess. Okay. I think Fauci and the NIH, right? They're the ones who fund the Wuhan
gain of function research.
They fund it all. So when this lab leak happened, and they immediately knew it would get linked back to them, that they had to do everything in their power to make sure that it wasn't a lab leak.
Right.
So that involved the people at the highest levels to make sure that didn't happen. And so I think that I don't think, because I think the people who are like would prosecute all this are like beholden to the people that they would have to actually prosecute. So I don't know. I think there's never going to be something we take as the truth. There's going to be two stories. One's going to be fucking Fauci, whatever. It's gonna be their side versus like, nah, this came out of a lab. You guys fucked up. You try to fucking cover your tracks. Then it got the highest power. Then all of a sudden Pfizer's involved, and everyone has to get a vaccine. And it just turned into all a money grab. And dude, I've said it before, but nobody has the more influence than a pharmaceutical company. You know what I'm saying? Like at the highest level, pharmaceutical companies got buku money.
Oh yeah,
they
for sure.
They make sure all the politicians are fucking in their pocket. They own all the news stations. They own most media. It's crazy.
Yeah, if you landed on another planet where there were people like us, but they didn't have the same type of systems, right? Maybe they were like people like us in the 1900s, and you came in there with the American technology or the Earth technology that we have. How would you establish those people? Would you? What would you do to establish those people? Would you, I don't know, bring in your technology, but slowly? I mean, I don't know. How would you take over them? Would you treat them like the countries treat us?
I don't think you would have known any better. Like, you're going in there with that mindset of that technology. Like, what's the mindset, or would you even acknowledge the mindset of the people that you're going and getting yourself into?
Well, I'm saying, right? Like, to take over those people, you would have to first create a whole system, right? What would you do? I think you would just take all the playbook that they've done on us here and just duplicate it or repeat it.
That's tough.
I don't know. I think that that's how it goes.
That would be wild though, because you would know a lot of things.
I mean,
like,
I don't know.
Honestly, I'm not gonna front.
Hold on.
All
my parlays.
I can't front right now. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay.
So I don't know if I spaced out. I have no idea.
I get what you're
talking about.
Yeah.
No. What he's saying is, like, let's just say you went back into the 1950s.
I'm like, okay.
It's like Back to the Future. You're talking about Back to the Future.
There was hold on. We'll get to what he meant. There was 2 seconds of dead space, and I'm trying to think of, like, I had nothing to say because I had no idea what you were fucking talking about.
So it wasn't eloquent enough.
It was good. He just spaced out. Like,
there's probably that.
Yeah. He's just like, oh fuck, what did he just say? Like, oh, fuck.
Bro,
let me just say something.
I was like, what the fuck? What is happening?
I've done that shit. I think I did that about 10 minutes ago. And I just shut up.
Let me see if I could
Daddy's buzzing a little bit.
Oh yeah,
so,
for sure.
Let me center myself. Okay, explain that again.
All right, let's do this one more time. If you came to another planet,
okay, no, but like
where the people on that planet were a lot like us, but not as sophisticated. First thing I think that anyone would do is try to monetize them.
No, but that's your monkey brain thinking that. If there's an advanced civilization that can make it to another place, they're past greed. That's greed you're talking about. You're assuming they're gonna greed. The next civilization's way past that. The only way you get to that, where you can go to another planet, is you get past greed.
What?
The only way we get to go to another, we're so advanced that we go to another planet, we're past greed. Because greed will probably destroy the planet. So if we can get to a place...
Well, but that's what he's trying to get at. Okay, like, so saying, like, what would you do if you were the one to go over there, right?
Why greed? Why do we have to get over greed?
Because there's going to be a power struggle. I think greed and power can kind of be in the same category. I think we still have little dumb monkey brains. We're still evolving. We just got technology. Imagine technology 100 years from now, or 1,000 years from now, or 10,000 years from now. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're still barely evolving. So you assume that we're going to be greedy and we try to take over. Just like we assume that there's going to be, like, if aliens came over, they would try to take us over, because that's what we do. we're using our logic to a being that's probably way beyond our logic. You know what I'm saying? It's like
maybe.
No, probably.
Maybe.
We can't get to other places.
Because you're assuming they got there.
No. We can't get to another planet.
Yeah.
Not only can we not get to it, we can't get to a planet and then affect them. How far do you think we are from taking enough of people to a place that we can affect a new planet? We're so far. So imagine another species that came over here. They're that advanced that you know what I'm saying? Like, we're so far, we can't even get to another planet, let alone get to another planet and affect it.
Okay.
So
but you're saying if you could, right?
So an alien species that came here are so advanced, they wouldn't fuck with us like that.
So you're assuming that they wouldn't.
You're right.
Why wouldn't they?
Do we fuck with all the ant colonies? Do we fuck with our fungi? Do we fuck with our mushrooms?
Some people do.
No, okay. Some people get abducted by aliens. Maybe that's the bad group that came here and
I'm just saying
got your ass.
there are people who will walk up to a ant farm and they will pour liquid lead.
Oh no, it's iron, it's metal.
Okay, well that's a form of fucking with an ant colony.
It's a holocaust to those ant colonies.
So why wouldn't an alien?
No disrespect to them, but like the end result of those things look pretty cool. Like they're all like
they are cool.
Like I'm just like, don't do it. I don't fucking don't do it. But when it is done,
ant lives matter.
Ant lives matter.
Why wouldn't an alien who invaded this plane not do the same thing just so they could have a paperweight on their desk back at
because I think they would observe. I think curiosity is universal. So I think, like, if we found, let's say there was let's say we found an island, let's just say we found an island in the middle of the ocean that had crazy different species. I mean, our dumbass, we would fuck it up, but smarter people would just observe from a distance, right? Like, just see what the fuck that whole ecosystem, all that shit is. I would think, like, that's what aliens are. If we have aliens and we see some shit, maybe they're just kind of seeing, because it's like, we're pretty interesting. I think we can affect our environment. We can probably destroy a planet. Like, if enough, think about it. If, like, all the world leaders at once were like, yes, let's destroy the planet and everyone on life at 1, 2, 3. They all press the button at the same time.
The red button.
And all the fucking nukes hit us all and we all die. It's like, that's interesting to another species. Like, if we thought an ant colony, like one rogue ant colony, could kill the whole species of ant colony.
You'd be interested.
You would be interested in that. We would study that shit like, hey, what are these fucking ants doing?
Yeah.
You know, right?
Yeah.
So I think that if you're evolved enough to appreciate life and appreciate whatever, you know who's less than, right? So you're like, I need to look after these dumb idiots that don't know any better. So we're probably at that stage of, like, we're right at that stage of, like, knowing and, like, knowing better. Like, we're just fucking, right there.
All right. Well, first of all, evolution never stops.
Right.
So it's not like we're monkey brains and not going to change. We're to the point where we've changed many times over.
Podcasting right now. What are you doing?
Oh my God.
But did he answer your question? I don't know if he did.
Well,
he just went above and beyond about it, right?
He's just
like,
talking about.
Like, I get what you were saying, I
don't know.
But
I'm just saying.
Sorry.
So evolution doesn't stop.
Right.
And at this point, we're at the highest level of evolution. And the fact that you think in an infinite amount of possibilities that there isn't an alien society outside of our universe that wouldn't come in and cause destruction. Like, I don't see how. Because the whole purpose of life is to consume, to grow.
No, I don't think so.
It is.
I think because you can consume and do all that on your planet. If you're smart, okay. The reason why we have technology as good as we do now is because our world is the best it's ever been. we don't have to worry about famine. We don't have to worry about certain things. That allows people to make... That
statement is not true.
It allows people to get to... we're able to have conversation because our life is so good. We're able to...
Compared to what?
Well, not everyone.
Okay, that's true. But more now than ever, there's been more people out of poverty. These are stats, statistical truths.
Okay. Where? More people
in the West.
It doesn't matter. The world is the best now it's ever been. Period.
For who?
I don't know the facts of that.
Because Ukraine is true.
Look it up.
So I ain't gonna comment.
Motherfucker, Google it.
No, that may have been right.
The world,
1999.
Okay,
not anymore.
We're not. Okay, motherfucker. The fact that we can walk our dog at night.
Yeah.
But maybe here, but not maybe somewhere else.
It is okay. Okay, maybe that's a bad example. There is way less people just fucking raping, killing. There used to be Vikings who used to take over fucking villages. My point is, we're on the trajectory of it being more safe and more people out of poverty than ever.
Are we? Because now people are more able to could find people like than ever. Maybe before in the Vikings, you didn't know where old boy was, but now you know that he just posted on this that he's there. Like I'm just saying, like you could more find people now, especially people that you don't know, more than ever.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Listen,
I'm not trying to argue, but
let me tell you something.
The fact that our country is in whole obese, the whole country is obese, is to prove that our country is doing good.
I'm a husky.
Don't have to worry about
husky.
Shit.
I'm a husky. I'm not obese.
Ourselves. Right. What are you trying to say?
Look, what I'm trying to say is you're talking about a time that is past. You're talking about a time that was probably the 2000s, probably the safest time ever. Not anymore. They just moved up the doomsday clock to seconds from detonation.
Bro, that's the same people you're saying that are suppressing us. It's like the same. You're trying to take that. You're going to take that information as real.
I'm going to take that information for what it is. I don't know truth or untruth. I can't prove it or disprove it. I just know that these are the people.
You remember the colors? We used to be like, we're at a yellow, and then we're at orange, and now we're at red or green.
Yeah.
It's like, it's the same thing. It's like, it's manufactured fucking parameter. That's my point. Okay. I said earlier, most of us we're all decent people. There is outliers of shitty people.
Some of us.
There's
not true.
What do you mean not true?
Not true.
Listen, I've said this before. In your eyeballs, how many people you think you've seen?
Many.
Okay, millions. You've seen millions of people with your eyeballs. You didn't talk to them. You've seen them. How many fights have you seen? How many stabbings? How many shootings? How many rapings? Okay. Now, I know some people, I've seen whatever. 1, 2, out of the millions and millions and millions of people you've seen.
But what if millions seen one? Then that's millions.
I know, but what is the percentage?
It depends on where you live.
Okay, true and not true. Okay, if you're... Okay, let's break it down. Let's break...
Like, where my family's from, like Michoacan.
No, where you're from... You haven't seen shit, right? Like we don't. My point is, we're told there's more violence than I think there actually is
in the West.
I mean,
in the West, okay, whatever.
And anything, because you got to talk about it as a whole, right?
Thousands of people missing in Mexico.
Yeah, I'm not.
Find. And in my town alone, the last year, when I talk about my town, I mean like the town my parents were born and grew up in. And like I'm talking about, this town is way smaller than Cicero, like Stickney. It's probably as big or even smaller than Stickney. And like
I hear you.
In the last year, there's been like 6 killings, which is unheard of.
I mean,
and it's just one little tiny town in Mexico, and if you extend it,
but that's not true because okay, think about. Okay, think about. Okay, I'm not saying. Okay, but there's actually probably 10 billion people on this earth. There's gonna be a percentage that are doing those things. All my point is, even if you're right, 6 people. Violence. Okay. Let's say you're right. in the town of 40,000 people, let's just say in the town, which is probably a big town. Berwyn's 60 to 80,000. That's what Berwyn is.
Yeah.
Okay, even if that's true, 6 people end up missing. It's still a very small percentage. Like, there's 10 billion people. That allows there to be 1 million crazy people. Could you imagine 1 million crazy that are willing to stab somebody?
And some people are going to be affected somewhere.
It's still a crazy small percentage. But when you magnify it and you tell everybody that this is what happened, it gives you the false fear that this... It's not that it's an impossible thing that it can happen. Yes, you can't, but they make you way more scared than you need to be, because we walk at night. I walk in the city of Chicago. Chicago has as many shootings as it does. I've never seen it. You would swear that I've at least seen it from a distance, a shooting. You know what I'm saying? It's like, my whole point is,
I get what you're saying.
A far majority, we all have way more in common than we don't. All cities, all people want prosperity, love, and happiness, and abundance. It's like abundance, prosperity, the same thing. Whatever. Like, it's a universal want. You know? So it's like, I think this wraps into, I think a lot of our shit is manufactured. A lot of our problems are manufactured because if you go into towns, you ever go to town? You ever go, I'm from Chicago. People love talking to you. We're not fighting. It's like they would swear, like, they want people to fight us. That's why there's a left and right. That the whole fact that we have a category of a left and right is already, they want us divided. That's the whole point.
It's all about money.
It's always about money, but it's more about power and structure. It's
like, power means money.
For sure. That's what, I don't know.
Or maybe
I'm about to wrap this bitch up. Yeah, if you've been listening to every second to this moment, I appreciate you. I fucks with you.
Tacos on me.
I appreciate Hey, we love you. Hey, like and subscribe. Tell a friend. We appreciate you. We love you. Bye-bye.
Have a good night.